Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. I'm going to be doing some technical analysis this afternoon on Chainlink. The ticker is LINK, Link against USD. We're looking at the weekly time frame. I did cover this project a couple of days ago, but there's a few things that I've spotted that are pointing out to me. And in several altcoins, actually, a lot of coins are seeing relief in the market at the moment and bouncing off of lows. Similarly here to Chainlink, for the last few weeks, we've been back down at the previous sort of range from December 2023, and we're hovering around support, and a lot of altcoins have done the same. They've put in local highs and they've come back to key support. So it's very interesting at this level what occurs here and what Bitcoin does essentially. And there's something that I've noticed in this chart that I think might be occurring, and on a larger macro scale of things, we could be on a really impulsive move here, and we've just had a large impulsive wave 1, and currently we could be looking to form a corrective wave 2 to a key level of support before rocket off on a wave 3, the big impulsive wave of the Elliot wave theory. So what I'm looking at here is, if we go from a wave count from Chainlink's previous all-time high, where it finished this bull market and exited into the bear in May 2021, you had this wave 1, a wave 2, you had this wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. So we had a 5-wave corrective move and bear market for Chainlink, and it's what happened during this phase, because at the same time during this 5-wave correction, you can see that we had this really large accumulation range for Link from May 2022 all the way up to October 2023. Again, very fruitful opportunity to get involved when you buy the fear in the blood. But you can see that we eventually tackled out of this range from this low and started this really impulsive move. Now, what I think's happened, if we focus primarily from this local low here where Chainlink went to, it was around, I think around $4.70, you can see that this is where an impulsive move started. So from the bear market, you can see we had the 5 waves down, we had the accumulation range, and now we've exited and we've entered into new territory. Again, not unfamiliar territory because we haven't tackled the all-time high, but we seem to be out of the accumulation range and entering the sort of bull market structure that we like to see. So let's get a lot of these things off. Let's start from the Elliott wave theory here, right? From this low, during the accumulative phase, I think we've had a wave 1, a wave 2. This was a large impulsive wave 3. We had a corrective wave 4, and then you had the wave 5 blow off top. And I think this is a really large impulsive wave 1. And right now, we're going for a corrective wave 2. You can see on the smaller side of things, right now we've had a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. This is potentially a wave 4, and we could get a wave 5. And this, I think what I'm looking for, again, this is a 5-wave correction, but I think initially what we could potentially be in is some sort of ABC pattern for this corrective wave 2, where right now, as I said, Bitcoin's having some relief from 60k going to 64. I think alts might see some relief and start to continue to rally up here into key resistance points, i.e. if you look to the left here, for Chainlink, this is key resistance. I will zoom into the daily in a second and show you. But I think potentially we're just rallying right now. Alts are rallying into their key resistance points from the breakdown of their local tops, and are going to continue further back down to key support ranges. So I think, again, if I said to you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big macro wave 1, and right now we're going for a corrective ABC potentially. And what it would look like is this. So this is how, again, an Elliott wave theory works, and it's a corrective letter phase. So you have the wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then from the top of that big impulsive wave, you have an A, B, C correction where you sweep the low of A and put in a new local low, wave 4. So if we think and look where wave 4 is, and we've had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right now if we're going through A, B, C, could we just come up and sweep this wave 4 low and potentially come down to the $11 to $10 range? It's important to think that since Chainlink has actually broken out of this previous multi-year resistance, this accumulation range, since it's broken out in this large impulsive wave, it hasn't come back down to this sort of range to accumulate for support to confirm the continuation of the trend. So what I think, again, is occurring in a larger sense is a massive, this is the wave 1, right now is a corrective wave 2, and then we're going to start seeing the impulsive wave 3, which starts taking us towards the all-time highs. And if we start breaking that, and then so on and so forth, come back to it and you get your wave 5 for larger targets. I can get those for us in the video shortly. But again, as I said, we haven't back tested this key range of support since breaking out. We've had a macro really large 5-wave impulsive move. Right now I think alts are rallying up into key resistance and they're going to push back down to lower levels. So to get these targets on, and why I think Chainlink's going to push back from this local high, which we're coming down from at $22, all the way back down to this local low, the all-time low, not the all-time low, sorry, the last low of June 2023, the bear market low. You can see that the 050 sits at $10. So it wouldn't be a surprise for me to see Chainlink entering these zones again. Right now, ETH is underperforming against Bitcoin. It's been putting in lower highs for a long time. Alts aren't doing too well, and I've said in my total altcoin video that I think this month we could see some relief, but a dip back down to the top band of the Gaussian on the monthly, which would pull altcoins back to previous lows. So I think we could see a sweep in this wave C of this wave 4 of this impulsive wave 1, come back to support on the 050 from this high to the previous bear market low, look for support, and then we get the wave 3 out of here up to this all-time high again. And at that point I think we analyze what's going on if this play out occurs. But again, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. It is all for educational and entertainment purposes only. But this is what I can see for Chainlink on the larger scale of things. Now, to give some more confluence that we could potentially just be in this A-B wave right now with an A-B-C, let's look at the daily time frame and see what we can see. So straight away, I think the key point of resistance I was looking at on Link is this sort of resistance here at around $16 to $17, because we hovered around this area after this large impulsive move. We kept hitting our heads on this as resistance. Eventually we tapped out of that resistance and it became support. Now it's what you can see here. Eventually again we lost support, and now we haven't backtested this range as resistance since losing it as support. To get those targets as well, just simple support and resistance, you could say that from this high as well, we was in some sort of descending triangle from this high to this support, and you can see that once you actually broke down, you've come down and met that technical target of the descending triangle. So the descending triangle target's been met. You've also come back to previous support, as I said, from November/December of 2023, and you're now bouncing off of that and seeing relief. So I think this is normal behavior right now. I think this is a key area of support, but I don't think this is the wave that breaks out us to taking this high out. As I said, I think we're in that ABC correction, and I think from this low, retracing back to this high, I think the 050 and this key red zone here between the golden ratio is potentially right now where Chainlink's looking to get to off of this low. So we've dropped, we're coming back up. I think we're going to rally up towards $16, $17, and this would be the A wave into the B wave, and then sweep in this low for the C wave back down to $10 at this range of support in this cluster here. Okay, and again you'll be sweeping out, and that would be where the large wave 2 is. Now I'm saying the large wave 2 pulling you back down to this support range that we haven't back tested since we broke out. So right now I do feel we're in an A, a B, up to the golden ratio and this resistance zone, looking for a rejective C back down to support at $10, sweeping the wave 4 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliot wave, sweeping that low and getting a nice juicy entry point. So yeah guys, like that's my outlook on Chainlink. Just a few things that I thought I'd show you today. I hope you enjoyed the content from Chart Nerd TA. Take care, peace out.